folks, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, consider subscribing down below, somewhere there. Yeah, and leave me a comment and let me know about the video. So today's video, I just want to kind of like talk more about kind of finding an apartment in Lisbon, and kind of some of the things that I've noticed since I've got an apartment as well. Some things to watch out for, some things that are kind of a bit unusual to me. Yeah, so let's get going. So this is like kind of, I guess, a part 2 of the previous video. If you want to go and check that out, I'll put that down below. Okay, so point number 1, I found that it is quite normal for landlords to ask for like 3 to 5 months rent up as a deposit. Now that does seem quite a lot. It certainly did. It was kind of unusual to me coming from England, and usually England you only pay a month or 2, but that is normal, especially if you're not Portuguese. One of my friends who was Brazilian and came here had to spend yeah, quite a lot, quite a few thousand for a place. So just watch out with that. Try and negotiate that way you can. I did that. Originally they asked for a couple of months, and I got them down, which is good. So number 2, don't pay in cash for anything, which is quite unfair. Just get Revolut, pay them through their IBAN number, and then you've got proof of you've paid the rent, which will come in handy for later on. If you're planning to stay in Portugal longer. So kind of with that as well, get a receipt as well. Get like an official receipt for the rent. I mean, obviously you have the money. You've got it on your bank statement, but if you can get some sort of receipt, that'll just give you more evidence that you've paid the rent and that you've lived here as well, and so it's kind of handy for your residency really. Interesting one that I noticed about contracts and housing contracts is to make sure that the landlord's NIF number is on the contract. I found that out through CEF, which is essentially like the government organisation that sort you out the tax number, and I give them my contract, and they said it's invalid because the landlord hasn't put their tax number on it. They've put obviously their ID number, but they say sometimes that people do that to try and avoid paying tax, which is apparently quite common. So just watch out with that, because the proof of address that I found as well to get a bank account, I said to them, can I just use my housing contract as proof of address? And they said no, not because it's missing things. They just said no, we can't accept it. We need utility bills. Now, the next point I'm going to make is sometimes the utility bills are not in your name. Well, so a couple of people that I know, anyway, they're paying the bills to the landlord. Either the landlord has the bills and then passes them on to the people, but they're not in the person's name who lives there, which is a bit strange, I think. But for example, with me, I've got 3 bills. 2 bills are with the landlord, and some of the houses that I went to, the landlord did say that all the bills are with them and you pay him, which I wasn't kind of too I didn't want that. I wanted some sort of control. I wanted some proof of address, basically, other than my contract. So I'm paying 1 bill myself. It's not in my name, but I could ring up and change it and put it in my name, and it'll just simply say your name, address, and NIF number. Now, I'm kind of lucky that I've got some people who could help me with that. So yeah, that is a thing that I have noticed. But when I say bank account, I mean a particular bank in general, Activo Banco. So maybe they're a bit more strict, I don't know, but yeah, when I was thinking about it, I was thinking like, oh okay, if the housing contract is invalid, I don't have any bills in my name, I've just got these rent receipts that could have just been made out of anywhere. The guy's tax number's not on the contract. How do I prove that I've paid him that money and he's declaring tax? So he's a cool guy. He's not dodgy, but I'm just saying, just be overcautious. I mean, I was extremely cautious with just giving any money to anybody really. think you have to be. You just have to work it out. It does kind of. It is a little bit different, obviously, to like places like the UK where it's all like loads of paperwork and stuff. Yeah, that was it. That was kind of it, really. Just think if you're gonna stay here for more than 3 months, you've got to register. So you've got to now after Brexit. If you're a UK British national, that's difficult because you need a visa. But if you've lived here before December, then you can get one, and you can check out my other video on that just down below or up there. So yeah, I'm not the person to talk to about getting a residency as somebody outside of the EU. That's a totally different thing now. But so if you're planning to stay here for more than 3 months, you've got to register that you live here and get as much evidence as you can of, you know, you've lived here, you paid the rent, you paid the bills, and obviously a proof of income of where you've come from. Now, last little point as well, if you do live outside, well, for example, if you live in Brazil and you come from Brazil to Portugal, you have to prove to the government that you earn €1,200 every month, and then you have to pay them the taxes, but you have to, like, every month show them that you've paid that money, otherwise they cancel your visa. So I'm not sure if there's other things like that in place with other countries. Maybe that's something I'll research into. I can't imagine that would be the case with people in England. That would be crazy, but you know, €1,200 is not a lot of money for someone coming from England, but in Portugal, I believe that the average salary, now it kind of varies, it can be like 600 to 1,100 euros, so you know, it kind of depends, but that was it. Just a kind of video that I thought I'd just have some ideas, I'll get them out. Again, it's not scripted. None of these videos are kind of scripted or edited, so if I do ramble, just bear with me, let me know, just say, you know, that's how you learn, right? Alright, cool. I'm gonna go check out some other videos and have a beautiful Saturday day. Or this will actually go out on Sunday, so have a good weekend. See you later.